We should be live. So let's start off. Hi guys, thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for buying the game. And yeah, sorry, I'm opening some programs in the background and yeah, getting some weird errors. Nope, can close. Let's close this one. Give me a sec. Sorry for that. Oh, so. Open. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm having some streaming issues. Let me just see what I can fix. Mm, hmm. So this is first time for me that I'm getting a warning that I should increase my bitrate. Yeah, give me a sec. Mm. Okay. Okay. So we should be in a better spot, I believe. Check. Yeah, seems everything is better. Okay. So guys, sorry for that. Yeah, talking about 6 minutes to fix everything. Yeah, today I'll start off with thanking everybody for buying the game, and it's discounted season. So I'll try to keep the game discounted as much as I can throughout its development cycle. So the discount will be 40%, and yeah, I'll try to hit as much as Steam's allows me those let's call them windows where we can have discounts. Of course, that means summer sales, winter sales, and all of that should be covered with discounts. So if you miss the game, miss the discount window, wait a little bit and you can expect it to be discounted. So yeah. Um, okay, and let me check what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, so for today, my plan was to basically program events that we discussed in previous video. So I'll give you some pointers on how I'm doing things, and yeah, we'll have some idea what's going on in the background. So for me, I had a couple options to basically work with events. One was that whenever you are entering event tab, you are stuck with it in terms of you cannot go back to the planet because events are final. And the idea in general is that with that you have some kind of a finality on what's going on. Jumping around back to the main menu will not save you. And if you go and exit game or something like that, there is no hard save for the game at this point. In the future, there will be a hard save option, so it will save your progress as much as it can. But for now, yeah, I don't think that it will save you. So events are permanent in a way, and I don't think I made it so that you can bypass that. So yeah. In general, there previously there was a very easy function for that. So let me just see here. So it's called, for me, I made I made this how should I say? So let's go like this. Set label function allowed you to basically have random events. However, event function where event is processed is either random or is not. So why is it like this? Because this is an indicator to the code to create a new event, basically create a random event, or to load the last event that happened. And this is when you try to exit into the main menu or go into settings, it will keep your event alive. So yeah, so unfortunately there is no reshuffling of the events in that format. maybe there is some kind of a workaround, but I think I covered that case in a way. Okay, so when we're talking about event triggers, the current list of events is very short, and the idea is today to expand this and make it more interesting. So again, like I mentioned, we had a limit of 6 events previously, 7 if you count all of them with 0. So main events, but yeah. So we are going to increase this number. However, we're going to change the logic and go with switching between a quick event and between a choice event. The difference between which event you're going to have is going to be based on probability for now, and we're going with that. So the first thing that we're working with, it's going to be, so we're going to roll a 100 roll, and if lower than 40, sorry, yeah, lower than 40, including 40, it will be a quick event. If not, choice. So, and that's it, more or less. I don't need to write that down. So, we're going to shuffle the deck in a way, and yeah, we're going to so we're going with that in a way. Let's go event ID. This is for a trigger if it's random. If it's not random, it is pre-generated, and then we have our set. So before anything of this operation begins, we're going to limit our events and maybe do some reshuffling of the events. So first, range 0 to 5, 0 to 5, all of these events were easy to recognize. These are quick events. We had, so this one should be, let me just check what this one does. Text, label, label, label. So this is a quick event too. Quick event. Let me check my file. I think I wrote down that the first 4 were yeah, first 4 were quick events. So that means that event 7 and 9 should be new quick events. However, because of this, we'll do some reshuffling. And events, new quick events will be moved to another number. So let's go first to roll, oops, sorry. So let's go with quick, yeah, sorry. So we're declaring a variable that's going to tell us is it quick or not, which is basically, sorry, my keyboard language. So yeah. So we're going to go with this one is going to be a Boolean. I'm going to say if range, oh, sorry, rand. So rand I in range, that means that random number in a specific range is less than 40. Then quick will be set to true. If not, we need to give it an else. Sorry, quick will be set to. Okay, so we can just check what happened here. Okay, the red is gone. So when we are talking about Godot, the function format should be very familiar with most of your programming that you had, if you had any programming. So functions usually need to be simple, and this can become very difficult for somebody. But in general, if you're doing the programming for the first time, best thing you can do is learn either Python programming and or C programming. So Godot is using its own script, but it's very similar to C programming, while Python is its own language. It's relying a lot on C programming. It's very familiar or similar to C programming. So of course there are differences, but there is good difference between Visual Basic and C, and so yes, if you wish to keep it in the family regarding programs, this is one thing that you should take into consideration. So yeah. Da, 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 da. Now, let me check. So we said quick event, yes. If it's quick event, then we do other stuff. So let me double check. We are going with quick events. So because we are going to with quick events, and we are having 6 quick events, that means that we will limit ourselves to 5. So okay, let me check here. I'll split this just to give you what's basic feel what's going on. So we created a variable, we declared an if function, we told the if function if a random number is less than 40, we'll assign a true value to the quick event. If it's not, we're going to give it a false value. So whenever we are having a random, if now we are giving it a new if statement, should this be done like this? Well, in this situation, this is a basic switch technique. So if statement with an if statement, unfortunately, we are going with this because while is maybe useful for us here, ifs are the key, because again, a lot of if statements are needed when you're working with the game, because you are working with variables that are very conditional, because your game is conditional. So yeah, so we got a quick this needs. So whenever we are doing a if statement, and we are doing in Godot script, whenever we are doing something verification for equal, we need to do a double equal sign and give the value on the other end what we need it to be. So if it's true, we are putting our range for event ID to be from 0 to 5. And if it's not, we are so going with an else function, and we are putting events, events ID in range Oh, whoa. And sorry, my keyboard physically, my keyboard is physically moving around. Sorry for that, guys. Mm, again, okay. So in the future, there will be additional events. Events can vary a lot. So if you're working with a good deal of possibility what's going on, you can make a buffer zone. So theoretically, let's say that we'll have 20 quick events. That means that the first 20 numbers can be taken. However, on the other side, there is nothing stopping us from a next physical stop. We can go, for instance, with 100 and go with 100 and sorry, let me just check how much we have choice events in this run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 14 choice events. Okay. So that means that we are going with 14 choice events, one counting 100 in it. So what is this giving to us? It's giving us ability. It's giving us a buffer zone. That means that we can put stuff in between those events. And here, and on the other hand, it gives us ability to differentiate events a lot. So yeah, sorry for that. So that also give us an indicator inside of code what's going on. Should you use this? How you have to understand what's going on. Again, like I mentioned, we are going with a big buffer zone between events, and this doesn't have to be like this. However, this is easy to identify. So for me, any number that's below 100 will be a quick event. Any number higher than 100 will be a choice event. So that's just an identifier. Uh, in in my code currently, this is not the case because eventually in the first run I only had 7 events. Now we're increasing the number, and eventually later on we'll have more additional events. So yeah, this big buffer zone is not needed. However, for me, it's a good identifier what's going on. So yeah. Okay, now we need to do some reshuffling, and yeah, so let me check. Losing a drone. Let me check what we will lose in. So first one we will lose in power, second one we will lose in armor, drone and droids. Okie dokie. Those are first 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So starting with this number over here, if I put it 100, it will go like that. So 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 5. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah, let's go down here. Yeah, I wish to double check. So we are doing negative and positive on research. So let's go with a copy of this one. Okay, it's a copy. This one a couple of times. Okie dokie. So this will be 4. This will be 5. So for number 4, we wish to have range between, let me just check, between, so a negative loss of 25 for the first, oh yeah, so negative 25. And hard-coded. How should we do this? Let me go with like this. So this will be an int, and we will go if mod and modifier equals 0. We'll put that. Sorry, and number equals 25. Okay. So I'll explain what's going on, but give me just a moment to double check what's going on. So event mod will be assigned on the beginning here. So mod, should I put it like that? Yeah, let's put it like that. We'll take from static screen. It will be not okay. So for me, I need to go into my events, into my statics. Give me a sec. Statics screen. Let me go into my events. Okay, here it is. Okay, static. Which will be an integer. Okay. Okay, save everything, and now I'll explain what's going on. Just give me player, that's okay. Okay, and mod is var. Okay, and now we are good. So I'll explain what's going on. So previously we had a random integer that was defined by the random number. However, we are going with the current setup where we are having an event modifier, and that event modifier is sorry is going to be from your research tab, affected from your research tab. So in the laboratory, you'll have the ability to have better danger protection, and that will be an event modifier. Event modifier will basically decrease the damage that you take from specific events. Of course, mostly quick events. So early warning system override will be your research branch, and it will basically start with 0, and from there it will progress, and it will give you more. So we go with else, and mod equals 1. So with this one, we are putting some randoms. Let me double check what's our, so we are going with 15. 15, it's going to hit you for 15, and whoops. Okay, oh. Equal, sorry, we have an issue here with equals. equals 2. It's going to be random. It's going to be we said, I think 5. Let me check. 5 and 0. Okay. Mm, 3. So random. What did I say? Random number equals 0. Okay, let me check what broke. There is no expects. So else. Okay. What's going on? 13. Ah, sorry. My mind went blank. I was doing pure else's. Okay, better. So this should fix it. Okay. I don't know if this happened, but should. Yeah, that's it. Sorry for that. So when you're working at an if function, else means that if the first condition is not met, then you need do something else. If you have multiple ifs, you have an option for else if the situation matches, and so forth. Else is so. So here's an example what else we can do. So else will be just 3 dots and random number, for instance, can be in range from 0 to 25. So yeah. Oops, sorry. So yeah. Oops, sorry. I rand I. Okay. Sorry for that. I'm doing a little bit faster than I want, but okay. So this structure now needs to be moved to all quick events. So let me check. Yeah, like that. Okay. So random number. Now in this case we had we were losing one drone. However, we should be losing 4 drones in a big hit. And the number of 4 drones will be no 0 here. So random number will be like this and minus this. Okay. The random number will be from 1 to 4. In this case, early warning override, it will be 1, 2, 3. In this case, it will be 1 to 2, and I think it was like that. Let me check. Just give it a sec. Yeah, you'll be losing from 2 to 4. Okay, great. And last one, you'll lose 1. So that means that this will become like this, and it will be range and IV range. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We need the comma over here. We need the comma over here. So yeah. So the idea is in quick events, they'll be more devastating. That's one thing I mentioned before. So do be careful. I mean, keep that in mind. We're increasing the difficulty level, so yeah, it will become a bit more dangerous. Random number. Sure. Okay, so from here we're removing this random number and we're doing nope. Mm. So why let me just check. Okay, random number also. If you are wondering why did it go um, with an else statement and I didn't go with an else statement over here, this was just for show, but we can copy this and we can put it in and again. So else means that if this condition is not met in any way, shape, or form, you will be the game will use the following setup. So 0 from 4. So why is this going on? Theoretically, something happens in the game and this modifier, event modifier, is set to a higher number. In the case that the number is higher than our elf is statement, it will jump to the following format of execution. So yeah, let's copy this. Yeah, with that we should be covered, I think. No, first event needs to be covered. Okay, let's go with the first event. So we had from 0 to 5, we'll eliminate this. And we said 10%. We're going with 10%. Wait, that means I'm missing one more case. How? Wait, this one is... Haha, sorry. This one is also using the same structure. So we'll copy this one later on to that one. Okay, so we are losing from 5 to 10%. Then we are losing. Yeah, then we are decreasing that to 0 to point. So the following 0 to 5. Oops. 5 here in no, the last one. 1 to 4, 1 to 3, 1 to 2, 1. Here we wish to end with 0. So that means this one is 0 to 5. If nothing is modified, it's 10% or 15%. 10%. Okay, never mind. So we start with 5 to 10. We end with 0. So that means that our target should be reducing by 2. So that will be 3 to 8, and that should be 1 to 6. Doesn't look too pretty. Can I make it a little bit better? 0, then we'll go with 4%. Then to make it more, yeah, better. Okay. Copy this. here. Yeah, great. I'll just put a minus check. Okay, no warnings, everything should be fine. So, if we are hit with a quick event, our first quick event will be destruction of our armor. Second event will be destruction of power. They follow the same logic. They ask for event modifier. If event modifier for any reason is not present, we are losing a random number between 0 and 10. Great. Okie dokie. And the same goes for drones. Now there is a chance you'll lose 4 drones. Unpleasant, but it can happen. And yeah, so we set the probability of hitting a quick event is 40%, which seems to be okay for me. However, I am thinking of, for now, we'll put it down to 35%. So let's go with this. Let's see how this pans out later on. So yeah, I hope that it will be better. Okey-dokey. Okay. Now for our main events. Yeah. So the issue is, if I run this code, there is a good chance that this will break because we set our ID range for non-random events too high, and we didn't define any events over here, and it can make a mess. So yeah, 6. So if I made empty events, sure, no problem. However, in our case, I didn't make any empty events, and basically, yeah, I'm gonna copy this a couple more times. 7. Ha! Yeah. Okay, give me a sec. Just realized something. Sorry. So give me a pause for a second. So let me check. Yeah. So random range, if it's set this to true, this one to false, and there is one more. There is one more. Let me put it like this. So the unique event is unique event is the one where you find a golden planet in a way. You find Earth 2.0 with maximum resources, as they say. Everything is set and preset, so it's a preset planet. And there is some choices to be made when you are picking it for colonization and everything else, but for now, so hitting that planet will trigger, and I did not take it into account over here. So basically, yeah, give me a sec to make that logic. So so for 0 to 100, how did I do that? If we are equal 84, yeah, nah, let's put it normal. Let's put it 42. So for those guys that don't know, 42 is a joke from Intergalactic Hitchhiker's Guide. So yeah. It should be fun, small nod to fun things. Event ID equals yeah. So that means that we need to assign. Here we are assigning the value of the event ID equals equals 200. Yeah. So this way, the event under number 200 cannot be mismatched in a way. So, whoops, sorry. So if I do it like this, and we hit that 200 number, we are going with that special event. So yeah. For me, event ID 789. I mean, for testing purposes, I can copy paste this to make sure that everything is going fine. However, this is not going to stay like this. I'm going with proper event building and everything, so that yeah. I mean, this is just so you guys understand what's going on, but when we are working in the background, well, 13, yeah, presetting the stage for the code. I don't want to bore you guys too much. I usually try to keep things semi-interesting and show you what's going on. So yeah, we're gonna call it quits soon. Just check what's going on. Check the sound and everything. So, yeah, I'll be working in the background on these events, and this is how it's done, how I did it. Small instruction set on how you can do it. If you have any questions, you can leave them in comments below. I will try to answer them as much as I can, if something is reasonable. Well, and that's it for this stream. Next topic that I'll be addressing in the next video will be mostly regarding laboratory. And once we are finished with that, I will be doing a release of the game, 0.3. The only thing that currently bothers me is that the settings for the resolution and everything are currently not fixed, and I think I will skip that for maybe another release, probably 0.03.1. But yeah, usually that 0.1 is usually for bugs fixes and something like that. So yeah. What can I say, guys? Thank you for watching. I'm sorry if you came to the end of the video, but that's it for today, and see you next time.